This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Hey, what's 11 Universe? It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw on the road to SummerSlam. This is week 2 out of 6 on the road to SummerSlam coming up at the end of November, as we are kicking things off with the World Tag Team titles on the line, as here comes R-Truth, Ron the Truth Killings down to the ring. And he is teaming up with the complete Matt Cardona, the Deathmatch Truth, the Complete Truth, whatever you want to call him, teaming up here tonight. John Cena's lackeys is what I would call him. Matt Cardona, you used to be the king of the indies and now you're rich, but nowadays you look like John Cena's bitch. So Cardona looking to win his first title on the main roster here tonight. He's a former NXT North American champion. As here come the champions. Cardona is a former WWE United States champion as well. Back in 2014, he was the United States champion. And there's been other titles that you haven't seen yet in retro shows, but we'll get there when we get there. The man formerly known as Zack Ryder. But these two men, they were taken down by the Complete Truth last week. They were attacked. Were the World Tag Team Champions Rey Fénix and Penta. The Lucha Bros making their way down to the ring. Fénix and Penta defending their gold yet again tonight. They have been on a roll ever since arriving back at the Royal Rumble. Have Fénix and Penta. So, without any further ado, let's kick off Raw the right way here, folks, with Tag Team Gold on the line. World Tag Team titles up for grabs. Fresh off of AEW All In, a huge show this past weekend. And it's airing as I'm recording this, actually. You guys seem to enjoy it. I'm glad. Felt like a fun show. I was very proud of it. And that is referenced tonight because John Cena, the WWE champion, was there last night. He is not here tonight because of that. Recovering from his matchup with Edge. But R-Truth kicking us off here against Penta. Let's do this. World Tag Team titles are on the line. Truth chopping away at him now. R-Truth kicks him in the head. Knocking him down here. And Ron the Truth Killings grabbing a hold of him. Picking him back up to his feet here. And Ron Killings throwing Penta into the corner now. Tag made to Matt Cardona. And now double underhook into double elbows. They kept back up. Cardona. No, Penta pushing back Matt Cardona. The super kick. Big boot into the midsection here. As now Penta getting Cardona back up to his feet here. And Penta kicking away at him now. Knocking back Matt Cardona. Penta went for him. Matt Cardona out of the way now. And Matt Cardona throws him into the corner. Putting him up on the top rope here. Kicked in the head there by Penta now, and Penta, forearm strike, knocks him down, boot in the midsection. And now Penta grabbing onto Cardona, getting him back up to his feet, super kick into the midsection now. Penta. He's got him now. Penta getting Matt Cardona back up to his feet now, kicking away at him here. Penta chops Matt Cardona, throwing him now. Cardona countering Cardona. Sends him right back into his own corner. And Matt Cardona swinging him around now. Cardona coming off the ropes now with Tornado DDT to Penta. Into a cover now. Cardona's got him down. Kick out from Penta. And now Cardona chopping away. Penta countering Penta. Here we go. Cardona's going for the ride here because Cardona's getting hit with Mexican Destroyer. Cover now on Cardona to end this one quickly here for the one. No. Back up to his feet now is Matt Cardona. Thrown back into the corner now. Tag made. Rey Fénix is in. And now Penta and Fénix. Whoa. Super kick. The Fear Factor. We haven't seen them use that in quite some time, as Killings entering the mix now. Ron Killings. Big jab there. Ron Killings now. Slamming down Ray Phoenix. Ron Killings now, nobody home. Ray Phoenix out of the way here, and Phoenix coming off the ropes now. Big drop kick there to Ron Killings. Ray Phoenix now pulls him in, and oh, dropping Killings. Kicks on the midsection now. Ray Phoenix getting him back up to his feet. Tag made back to Penta. And Sling Blade from Penta into a leg drop. Tags Ray Phoenix back in now, and Killings pulling himself on the ropes. Rapid fire tags here from the Lucha Bros. As now Ray Phoenix, snapmare to Ron Killings. Goes through the ropes. What is he thinking here? Ray Phoenix. Here we go. Roll through stunner. Into a splash across the midsection of Ron Killings. And now Ray Phoenix. Split leg. Into a cover. For the 1. For the 2. And Ron Killings kicking out. Phoenix grabbing a hold of Killings now. Kicks out the leg. And back up to his feet now. And Ray Phoenix with a right hook to Ron Killings now. Ray Phoenix. Here we go again. Hits the drop kick again. Taking down Killings. And Ron Killings tagging in Cardona. Matt Cardona grabs onto him now. And Cardona sends him off the ropes here. And Spinebuster from Cardona to Phoenix. John Cena told Cardona and Killings to figure out their own careers, to make names for themselves without holding him back. Cardona suggested they come after these tag team titles. Truth suggested arson and then said this works too. As now Ray Phoenix with the Phoenix Driver. And Truth making the save. Ray Phoenix now with Matt Cardona over the top rope. Ray Phoenix. He's got Cardona up, and Ray Phoenix with a massive suplex there. Goes for a springboard stomp. Cardona out of the way. Matt Cardona answering back now. Matt Cardona. Neckbreaker there to Phoenix. Now Matt Cardona. Snapmare. Elbow into the head. Goes for the right hook. Countered by Ray Phoenix now. And Ray Phoenix throws him into the corner now of the Lucha Bros. Phoenix kicks him in the knee. And Phoenix with Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, no. Matt Cardona stays in it for now. Ray Phoenix throws him into the corner. And Phoenix now with Cardona. As Penta. Well, we've always said the Lucha Bros don't exactly understand the rules of tag team wrestling, but they're a great tag team nonetheless. Ask FTR. As Cardona knocking back Ray Phoenix again. Radio silence. Cardona with radio silence. There's Penta. Well, in reference to not understanding tag team rules, Penta Driver. And Ray Phoenix tries to fly in and take out Cardona. And Ray Phoenix flying in with a cutter. Into a whisper in the wind. Shoutouts to the Hardy Boys. 1, 2, 3. The Lucha Bros with the win. Just like that, the Lucha Bros with the win. The Lucha Bros knocking off the Complete Truth tonight. Ray Phoenix, hell of a finishing sequence there. That cutter, he flew in the air with that one. See if we can see it right here. He saved his brother. Saved his brother. Penta landed on his fucking head. But he hit that massive cutter. Followed by a whisper in the wind, and the Lucha Bros picking up the win and retaining the WWE World Tag Team Championships here tonight. And that just shows Cero Miedo. Well, Lucha Bros, that was a huge win, and I want to congratulate you guys for that. But I have got a big announcement to make, and that is that I spoke with the former World Tag Team Champions Jeff and Matt Hardy last week, and we have come to the agreement that at SummerSlam we are going to get a hell of a tag team title match one way or the other, because in 7 days on Raw, it is going to be the Hardy Boys versus the Street Profits in a #1 contenders match to the World Tag Team titles, and the winners will challenge you two for the gold at SummerSlam. That being said, we've got a hell of a night ahead of us, folks. We've got Becky Lynch's U.S. title defense against Blake Monroe of Glitz and Glamour up next. Blake has accepted the open challenge preemptively following last week. I can also tell you that later tonight, the new Bullet Club Gorillas of Monday Night Raw, Buddy Murphy, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa will be in trios action against the Alpha Academy and Danhausen. And also, following his betrayal last week, we are going to see the Evolve champion, Journey Fatu, face off with Jimmy Uso. And tonight, also, I have allowed Austin Theory some time in the main event because, well, I think he needs it. And I've made a phone call. That being said, oi! Hey. Fella, I had to interrupt when you're in the middle of doing your big opening speech, but, gotta talk to you in your office tonight. Of course, Sheamus. I'll be right there. Much appreciated, big lad. That's a good man. Welcome to Raw. Alright, folks. Well, instead of it being an open challenge, technically it was the open challenge, but it's already been accepted. The following contest, set for one fall, is for the Women's United States Championship. And here is the woman that is accepted tonight following last week. One half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Glamour, Blake Monroe. So, Monroe making her way down to the ring. Tiffany Stratton, her tag team partner, by her side. Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe have been tag team champions since Cyber Sunday, when they took down Fatal Influence, who, yes, are still on the roster, but just have you seen how big the Raw roster is? There's a reason some of these people are going to like AAA and stuff now. There will be a AAA announcement at some point soon, hopefully. It's kind of up to me and Ray having time to actually sit down and talk about it. We live very opposite lives. As Blake Monroe tonight getting her first shot at singles gold in WWE, as she is taking on the champion. Here she comes to the ring. The man, Becky Lynch, making her way down to the ring. So Becky carrying that U.S. title high. She won it back at WrestleMania. Lost it briefly to Fallon Henley at Payback in Mexico. Won it back a few weeks later at Breaking Point. With Fatal Influence gone, and the Becky Lynch U.S. Open Challenge has been a highlight of the season for many, and many have said it might actually convince them to make Becky Lynch the female superstar of the year, dethroning Rhea Ripley after 6 straight seasons of being voted for it. But I know all of you, you're lying. The same way that because we reached the donation goal, by the way, I'm doing live streams all week. You can donate to add people to the first ever LS11 Lethal Lottery. It's going to be a big special event. We'll talk more about it later. On streams each time, playing wrestling games, non-wrestling games, watching wrestling shows, all sorts of stuff, while you guys donate for Lethal Lottery. The same way that you all are like, oh, we're gonna vote for Kaz, we're gonna vote for Kyle Fletcher. We all know your asses are gonna vote for me to have to dress as Rhea Ripley, thanks to that donation goal. We all know it. I'm already mentally preparing for it. As here we go with Blake Monroe and Becky Lynch here on Raw, the U.S. title on the line. So, here we go. As they lock up, this is a big opportunity for Blake Monroe, her first chance at singles gold in WWE. She's only had a handful of singles matches in the LS11 universe as well. She's had an incredible career thus far for being so young. The young woman's been wrestling since she was 18 years old, documenting her wrestling journey since she was 18 years old. And now tonight she is on Raw and she is wrestling one of the greats for the United States Championship. Yeah, she's got Becky Lynch by the chin here. Becky Lynch rolling back through now. Becky has Blake by the arm now. Becky Lynch now has Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe swinging it around now into a chin lock. Becky Lynch trying to fight out now. Blake Monroe going back around the back now. And now Becky, snapmare, taking her down. Into a chin lock herself now. Tiffany Stratton trying to help her tag partner out a little bit here. And oh! Blake Monroe knocking her back here. And Blake Monroe, forearm strike to Becky Lynch. Becky catching her now into a big power slam on Blake. Getting her back up to her feet now. Becky Lynch. Watching Blake Monroe off the ropes into arm drag, taking her down. Monroe now, though, headbutts her in the midsection. Away, nobody home. With her headbutt, goes to the forearm, counter for counter. Grabs onto her now. Blake Monroe, snapmare, taking her down, and has the hair. And pulling back on the head of Becky Lynch by standing on the hair. Get to the head now from Monroe, or from Becky to Monroe, flying in with a forearm. Goes for another one here. Gets caught. Blake Monroe catching her now. She's going to do it again. And Monroe pulling back on the hair again of Becky Lynch. Counter for counter now. Becky Lynch. Taking her down here now. Monroe getting back up. Becky Lynch. No, Blake. Blake Monroe. Sling Blade. Sling Blake, if you will. For the 1, 2. No, Becky Lynch kicking out. As now Blake Monroe going up and goes for the splash. Becky Lynch into the drop kick. Now throwing her across the ring here. Lynch into the big hip attack into the corner. Becky Lynch coming off the ropes now and drop kick to Blake Monroe. Monroe now a German suplex taking her down. Tiffany taking off the turnbuckle pad again. Now Blake Monroe. Now Becky sidesteps her here, and Becky Lynch taking her down into disarm her. Is she going to force a submission on Blake now? Blake Monroe is in trouble here. Becky Lynch has Blake Monroe now in trouble. Blake Monroe trying to stay alive in this one. As Blake Monroe looking to become a double champion tonight. Slides out of it and shoves back Becky. And now Blake looking for Phantom Driver. Into the cover now. Blake Monroe cover. Happily ever after for the 2. No. Becky Lynch kicks her in the head now. And Becky. No, Blake Monroe into a massive German. Taking down the man. Now Blake getting Becky back up to her feet now. Blake Monroe. Putting Becky up on the top rope now. And Blake. Here we go. Whoa, just spilling her to the outside. And Blake Monroe now coming in hot. Well, I thought she was going to dive. Instead, she goes up to the top rope, but Becky Lynch back into the ring. Blake Monroe leaps over and Hurricane Rana to Becky. Blake Monroe now countered. Counter for counter here. Monroe and Lynch. He goes for a chop block. Blake Monroe with a kick in the head. Cut again, taking her down here. Blake Monroe now getting picked back up. Becky Lynch into manhandle slam to retain the gold now into a cover. 1, 2, kick out from Blake Monroe. Becky Lynch going into the top rope now. Becky Lynch gonna look to fly, looking for win for a moonsault herself. Blake Monroe out of the way. Blake now taking her down with a big arm drag. Or a big hair pull there, taking her down here. Blake. Has Becky Lynch up on her shoulders. And oh my god, a TKO. Blake with a TKO taking her down there into a cover. For the 1, for the 2, kick out. Becky Lynch countering now, and Becky... No, Blake kicks her in the midsection now, and Blake Monroe. Here we go. Looking for Mayday. The Mayday DDT cover for the 1, cover for the 2. Becky Lynch staying in it. And now Becky, leg drop, taking her down here. Becky Lynch. And the cover now on Blake Monroe. Has her down. Cover for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Monroe. Becky Lynch hits the ropes now and goes for the leg drop again. Monroe countering here. Blake Monroe. No, Becky Lynch countering. Becky. Kick the midsection there from Blake. Blake Monroe gets caught now. Becky Lynch. Throws her into the corner now. And Becky Lynch with Blake Monroe up on the top rope here. And Lynch is going up. Off the top rope with Blake Monroe for superplex. Both women down now. Blake Monroe and Becky Lynch both down. Guys, wait a minute. I think Tiffany Stratton provided just enough opening there. Provided just enough opening for Blake Monroe, and Blake Monroe taking down Becky Lynch now, and Blake is going up to the top rope. Blake Monroe with a big splash to the man. Into a cover now, has Becky down. Blake Monroe to no. Now Becky kicking her in the head here. Becky Lynch. Monroe slides through, countering. Now Becky with a chop. Blake Monroe. Here we go. Becky Lynch and Blake Monroe now going back and forth. Chops back and forth here from Becky and Blake. Oh, and what a chop there from Monroe. She's got Becky Lynch through the ropes. And Blake Monroe with a rope hung DDT. Shades of the Viper on that one. Now Monroe has Becky and goes for a knee. Becky Lynch catching her. Becky with a flying forearm. Blake goes out of the ring now. Becky following after her now. Becky Lynch. Blake Monroe back into the ring now. Becky Lynch. Blake Monroe back up to her feet now, and Becky Lynch throws Blake into the corner. Lynch now with Monroe on the top rope. Blake Monroe countering now, and Blake Monroe. No, Becky countering. Now Becky Lynch rolls through into disarm her. But Blake Monroe able to get to the ropes. Monroe countering now. Forearm counters. Taking down Becky Lynch. Monroe now. Drop kick attempt. Becky Lynch. Becky now swings her around. Becky a punch into the back here. Putting Blake up on the top rope now. Becky Lynch. Counter again here. Monroe. Coming in hot. Becky counters. Becky Lynch. Oh, and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tiffany Stratton. Oh my God, no. Tiffany. Oh, setting her up. Manhandle slam from Blake Monroe. And Blake Monroe nearly gets it. Blake Monroe nearly getting it. Runs in. Becky kicks her in the leg, though. Becky Lynch catching her down. Becky Lynch almost seems like it's out of desperation here. 1, 2. Gets her. Just like that. Becky Lynch, I think she knew that any more time in this matchup and Blake Monroe might have been the Women's United States Champion. Just like that. Blake Monroe nearly had Becky Lynch beat. Becky Lynch able to sneak away and hand Blake Monroe her first loss since coming to WWE. What a matchup these two just went through over the United States title tonight. Becky Lynch able to roll her through with a seatbelt style pin for the win. Your winner and still United States Champion, the man, Becky Lynch. I don't know if tonight can get worse for Glitz and Glamour. Well, I stand corrected. It can get worse. Because here's Nikki Bella and the Hall of Famer with a TKO to Tiffany Stratton. And Nikki Bella, Stratton had a crash out about her last week, and now she's really going to crash out. Warriors with nothing left to fight. What are they? What use do they have fighting a holy moral mission of which there is no end goal? Me, however, I know what I fight for. I know why. I fight because I thrive on chaos, on insecurity. I thrive conquering those who have lost their way and corrupting the good of those who know they are truly bad. I know who this warrior is. And I know, and you all know, that I am the true devil, the one true ruler of darkness this world knows. And one by one, I will extinguish the light from all of your heroes. That being said, do not think I am unaware of your recent sins, my eternal dance partner. Perhaps you and I will always be destined to do this forever. But you are not the warrior I seek. I think we all know who his eternal dance partner was, but making his way to the ring up next on Raw, he's got Trons and everything now. It's Nick Aldis making his way to the ring with his wife Mickie James by his side. Aldis and Mickey making their way down the ring. Nick Aldis taking on a man he tried to take the European title from just a few months ago at Cyber Sunday. See how well that goes for him tonight, if he can take him down. So, Aldis stepping down to the ring. Anyone want to say his name? Because I think it's about half past Joe Hendry. Because here he is, the European champion. The European champ, Joe Hendry, getting ready for his first ever SummerSlam coming up in the near future. He's been European champ since Breaking Point when he beat JD McDonough for it. His first singles title in WWE on the main roster. Joe Hendry making his way down to the ring. Hendry and Aldis running it back. Last time we saw these two together, Nick Aldis ended up in a dumpster. So let's do this. Here we go. So they lock up here. Hendry and Aldis locking up now. Joe Hendry swinging him around now. Hendry. Nick Aldis trying to fight back now. Nick Aldis now swinging him around here. Nick Aldis with Joe Hendry. Hendry now, hold on. Go back around. Chin lock now on Aldis. You can tell what match All In is airing right now. I'm not recording this. As Nick Aldis caught by the arm here. He's got Joe Hendry now. Joe Hendry. No, getting punched in the midsection. Nick Aldis knocks him back here. Aldis into a big clothesline there on Hendry. Kicks him down now. Nick Aldis kicks him in the back again. Joe is down. Nick Aldis signs in the crowd as he pulls him in for swinging neck breaker on Joe. Hendry kicking out now, kicking the head there from Hendry to Aldis. Joe Hendry getting him back up to his feet now, and Joe Hendry hitting the ropes now into big jumping neck breaker there, taking him down. Kicking the head there from Nick Aldis now. He's got a hold of Joe. And Joe Hendry, though, countering. Hendry. Oh, punch to the back of Nick Aldis and Joe Hendry. Showing some of that more aggressive side of himself as he rolls him through. Into a cover now. Joe has got him down. Cover, no. And Joe Hendry. Oh, I thought we were going to see a rare Hendry dive there. But Nick Aldis with a shoulder block. Grabs the leg now. Nick Aldis. Oh my god, a knee into the midsection. And again. Very close to a low blow there on Hendry. Aldis with a double axe handle. Aldis now grabbing onto Hendry. Joe Hendry countering. And Joe Hendry. Oh! Well, a jumping cutter similar to the RKO on that one from Joe. Remember, Nick Aldis lost to Randy Orton back at WrestleMania, the current World Heavyweight Champion, over on SmackDown. Every so often, as Joe Hendry getting Nick Aldis back up to his feet here. Aldis, hip toss, taking down Joe. Nick Aldis grabbing a hold of him, pulling Joe Hendry in. Nick Aldis scooping him up into a stun gun on the ropes there, taking him down. And now Aldis, running through Hendry. Nick Aldis has got a hold of him now and stomps the midsection of Joe Hendry. Nick Aldis now into, oh my god, Tombstone pile driver to the European champion. And he rolls him over into the King Lynn's Clover. Nick Aldis trying to tap out Joe Hendry here. Aldis putting some extra torque in it here on Joe. Joe Hendry is in a world of hurt right now as Nick Aldis trying to tap him out. Hendry shoving him back now, and Hendry into Standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Joe Hendry. Knocking off Nick Aldis tonight is the European champ. Oh, wait a minute, Joe, look out! Bronson Reed! Bronson Reed! Last week, Joe Hendry provoked him backstage when Bronson actually said his name! Hendry insulting Bronson, losing the Intercontinental title and losing Austin Theory at WrestleMania. And Bronson Reed. Tsunami! And another one. And a third. Joe! I thought about what you said last week and I decided it is time for me to take another title. Yours! Well, would you look at us? The youngest, hottest couple on the block. Both champions again. Double champions at long last. Your Ring of Honor Television Champion and your Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. And soon, Raquel is going to be the Ring of Honor Women's Television Champion. And soon, JD and Jack are going to be the AAA Tag Team Champions. And all of the scapegoats are going to have gold together. And we're going to have one hell of a celebration. But don't you worry, Liv and I have already been celebrating since last night. Now that being said, since we bothered to show up to work, unlike John Cena, who was also at All In yesterday, don't worry, I'm sure he's not paying enough attention to know that he could fight me anytime if he wanted to. Hell, he was supposed to fight me a few years ago and he backed out. But now that we're here, let's get on to our next bit of business.
Ah, yes, business. Exactly what I was coming to talk about. I'm sorry to interrupt you, lovebirds. You know, your relationship is actually such a great business move. It gets so much mainstream appeal, and it's probably raised you guys' stock within this company so much. Right, sorry. But let's get down to the point. I'm Kiana James, if we haven't already met, and Liv. If you could give me 5 minutes of your time, I don't want to pull you away from the scapegoats or anything. Quite the opposite, actually. I want to talk to you about a very unique business opportunity I see in your future. Something about being a double women's world champion. If it interests you, you can find me in the locker room. I'll give you my card.
All right, well, we got some more singles action coming up next here on Raw. As here comes Jimmy Uso to the ring on his own. He's going to be taking on one of his former followers, one of his former buddies, his own family member who betrayed him just 7 days ago. And the man that could be becoming NXT champion in just 8 days at this point, I believe. We are closing in on the Great American Bash. I believe it is a week from tomorrow. As here is Jimmy Uso making his way down to the ring. As tonight he's going to be taking on his former enforcer and the current Evolve World Champion. Oh, wait a minute. There he is as well. Journey Fatu. Not waiting for the bell is Journey. Journey Fatu. Journey just coming out of the gate here, ambushing Jimmy. Jimmy Uso, his downfall since everything happened has just been painful to watch, and you gotta wonder, where is this all going for him? Journey Fatu taking him down here, and Fatu taking down Jimmy. Grabbing a hold of him now. Journey throwing Jimmy into the corner. Clotheslines the hell out of him. And went for the senton. Jimmy finally getting out of the way here. Journey Fatu gets caught with a big right hook. Jimmy Uso getting caught here. And now Journey pulls him in. No, Jimmy answering back. And Jimmy Uso, the double super kicks. But Solo, his own little brother Solo, yelling at him now. And Solo distracting his former tribal chief. As Journey, oh my God. Journey Fatu now. Fatu pulling Jimmy back in now, and Fatu headbutts him. Grabbing a hold of him now, Journey Fatu. Into a shoulder block. Jimmy answering back now, Jimmy Uso. With Journey off the ropes now, and Jimmy, spear! Jimmy with a spear to Journey. 1, 2, Journey kicks out. Getting back up in a seated position here. Coming off the ropes, nobody home. And Journey, oh no. Spike to Jimmy Uso. Into the cover. Referee slides into position. 1, 2, 3. And Journey Fatu wins again. Just like that. Jimmy tried his damnedest, but Journey just able to grab him and choke him for a spike. Journey Fatu and Solo Sikoa standing tall again. And still, no one coming to the aid of Jimmy Uso tonight. I guess he's finally seeing how he made Roman feel a year ago. Let me talk to you. Been a while. We've come a long way from late night rock band and brewskis in our old Orlando hotel or apartment, haven't we? Yeah. Guess we have. Very different guys than very, very different guys from the Jonathan Good and the Sean Richter that lived in that little place. A lot of 3, 4 in the morning parties, huh? A lot of betrayal of friends along the way, I've noticed, too. The Shield were holding me back. And John Cena said I was holding him back. I've been betrayed by a lot of people, John. I don't like what's happening to you. Well, I do. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you think you're the hero in this story, John. Everyone does. All of the worst men were the heroes of their own stories. I don't particularly care for Seth much. I never have. Really don't care for Roman at all. But I think, least of all, I don't like what my friend John has become. So whenever Seth and Roman are done with you, I'll be ready to pick up what's left. Because that's what friends do. Alright, well, it's our final matchup of the night, folks. Remember, our main event tonight, Austin Theory is going to speak for the first time following his rough last couple of weeks. As here come the Alpha Academy to the ring. They're in a big match on Raw tonight. Otis and Akira Tozawa. So Otis and Tozawa making their way down to the ring. And they're teaming up with the former leader of Judgment Day, Judgmental Day, Judgment Free Day. The very nice, very evil Danhausen. So Danhausen looking for revenge tonight, following what happened in the main event of Raw last week. So, Danhausen looking for his own revenge tonight. And finally, all right, and now, here they come for the first time as a trio. The Bullet Club's Gorillas. Buddy Murphy, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa making their way down to the ring. The fourth member not here tonight, that being Rhea Ripley. She's got her own business that she's tending to right now. The Bullet Club Gorillas making their way down to the ring. As Buddy, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa making their way down to the ring. So, the Bullet Club Gorillas competing tonight. Here we go. Buddy with a clothesline to Otis. And Buddy Murphy immediately taking down Danhausen. Firing away now at Otis is Buddy Murphy. And Buddy hits him with a senton. Tag made to Tama Tonga now. And now Tama Tonga. Running uppercut taking down Otis. Grabbing a hold of him now. It's Buddy now. Or rather Tama Tonga coming right in at Otis now. And Tama Tonga gets caught. Otis scooping him up now. And Otis with a punch to the midsection. Pulls him in. Taking him down into a cover now. Otis kick out. As now Otis with a right hook countered. Tama Tonga punch to the midsection. Gets him back now. Grabs onto him. And Otis with a spinning. Oh, body slam to Tama Tonga. And now Otis grabs onto Tama. Throws him across the ring. Tag is made to Danhausen. Danhausen getting a chance now at some revenge with a double hip toss. And Danhausen, wait a minute. Danhausen coming in hot with a big knee strike to Tama Tonga. As Danhausen now, when Danhausen gets serious, he can turn up that heat. Oh, it's about to get legendary up in here. Danhausen and Tonga Loa. Danhausen and Tonga Loa. Oh my God, Danhausen. Danhausen, be careful. Some of the most violent strikes in wrestling getting shut down by Danhausen. Goes for the knee strike. Tonga Loa grabs a hold of him now, and Tonga Loa. No, Danhausen puts him in the corner now. Danhausen countered there. Tonga Loa. Big spear there from Loa. Tonga Loa getting him back up to his feet now, and Tonga Loa with Danhausen into the corner. Tag made. Tama Tonga back in, and the Gorillas of Destiny now. Off the ropes go Danhausen. And he's up, and he's down. Tama Tonga picking him back up to his feet now, and Tama Tonga DDTs him. And a cover on Danhausen for the one. It's saved by Akira Tozawa. Now Tama Tonga getting Danhausen. Throwing him across the ring into the corner. Tag made to Tonga Loa. And the Gorillas of Destiny. Taking down Danhausen. But now Otis. Otis making the save for Danhausen. And here we go. Remember, last week is where everything changed. Last week is where everything changed with these two. They used to be best friends. Buddy used to really care about... Buddy used to tolerate Danhausen, and now he doesn't anymore. Taking him down. It's Buddy Murphy. People were campaigning for these guys to be tag team champions together at one point. And Buddy went for the beat trigger. Danhausen clotheslines him. And Danhausen. Spinebuster! But the Gorillas taking out the Alpha Academy. And Buddy now. Buddy Murphy. Murphy's Law to Danhausen. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Just like that. The Bullet Club Gorillas with the win. Buddy Murphy and the Gorillas of Destiny with the win. Bullet Club. The Bullet Club Gorillas with the win. Oh, wait a minute, out in the parking lot. Obafemi. Oh my God. Oh my God. Obafemi with Johnny Gargano. Or these two are set for a match at SummerSlam. Oh my God. It's not often I will do something disrespectful. Nor is it often I will ambush an opponent ahead of a match. But for you, Johnny Gargano, I will make an exception. Alright, folks, well, our final bit of the show tonight. Here comes Austin Theory down to the ring. Austin Theory heading down to the ring here tonight. Theory has asked for a few minutes to address the LS11 Universe. following what happened at Clash in Paris last weekend, where John Cena screwed him over, and then what happened on Raw last week, where the Bullet Club beat him down, and then last week on Dynamite, where he lost the All-Stars versus Bullet Club match. Austin Theory stepping into the ring tonight. See what he's got to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of you that believed in me. I know Bryan Danielson gave me that big speech on Wednesday and made me say that I was the future and all that, but I lost. I got pinned in that match. John Cena outsmarted me in Paris. I only got that title match because I signed an open contract by ambushing him. I'm a failure. I suck. You don't deserve someone like me representing you. Because all I'm going to do is let you down. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but maybe I maybe I should just go home. Let someone else get the rematch or the match with John at SummerSlam. Because, I mean, what am I gonna do? God, oh God, you know, I told Pierce to leave me alone. I don't know. I just, every so often I think about how I wish I had someone I could talk to that had been here before that I could trust. I had, I got that pep talk from Brian on Wednesday, and that helped a little bit, but also I haven't really had someone that's been in my position before that still cares about me. I could go talk to Nick, but Nick's an asshole. I mean, whoa, wait a minute! It's Cody! Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes is here! From SmackDown! Austin's former mentor in the Six! Cody Rhodes! We haven't seen Rhodes on Raw since season 4's premiere. Cody doesn't appear on Raw. He's been on SmackDown for years. What the hell is he doing here tonight? So, Austin, heard you're in need of a mentor to lift you up in these trying times. So, what do you want to talk about? Cody? What are you doing here? My boy, you need me right now. I never said it when I was leading the 6. I never said it enough. I'm proud of you. And I don't mean that in the way I used to when I used it to get you to do what I wanted you to do. You standing up to Nick is part of what led me down my path last year. I don't blame you for betraying me when you did. I don't blame you for hating me the way you did. In fact, I get it. Your betrayal made me a better person. But then you standing up for yourself to Nick Aldis, that is what helped me find the error in my ways and go after the United States title and redeem myself last year. I'm sorry for the way I used to treat you. Do not let me be the reason you don't stand up for yourself. Don't let me be the reason you doubt yourself. Don't let me be what holds you back. You succeeded in spite of me. The 6 was a one-man show and you were my entourage. I held all of you back because I didn't want to share the spotlight. Yet you shone brightest. You proved me wrong. You proved everybody wrong. You should be standing here WWE champion right now, and you know it. You had John Cena beat. And he knew it. He's scared of you, Austin. I have seen that look in that man's eyes so few times. He's scared of you. I am not going to stand by and listen to you act like you don't have what it takes to be a world champion. Austin Theory, I have watched your career. And I have watched you. You have gone from undesirable to undeniable. And you're going to do that again at SummerSlam. You don't take orders from me anymore, but you're going to take one last order from me. You're going to SummerSlam. You are fighting John Cena in the main event for the WWE Championship. And you are going to fucking win. You're going to do it for you. Not for me. Not for Pierce. Not for Thea. Not for Ricochet or Drew or Solo or Nick or Jade or Charlotte or Alba or Brandy or Lacey. Did I miss anyone else we had in the 6? No, I think you're good. You're doing it for you. Austin Theory, you will be world champion because, damn it, I know you will be world champion. So get your ass in gear. You're going there. I have talked to Big E, and Austin Theory, you're not backing out. You are going to the main event of SummerSlam. You are winning. Do I make myself clear? Crystal fucking clear, boss. Go kick John Cena's ass. Because next time I want to see you, I want it to be when you're the WWE champion. Take care of Raw for me. It needs a guy like you on top. Special thanks to $10 above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.